Good afternoon, and welcome to the Riffers 900. Today, Brother G is going to take a look at a 1950s short film about gossip. Because, I don't know, women back then are just, well, forget it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
By the people, for the people. The Lana Luthor story. Centron, the future is now. Class, today we're going to have a pop quiz. Aww. Shut up!
The gossip. This is a true story. The names have been changed to protect the innocent and the guilty.
Or is it the weak? Fuck it, who cares?
Mainly, it's the story of Laura and Jean. Laura and Jean were best friends. They double dated together, they studied together, and often
Sleep
after
together.
school, they went to the corner drugstore together. The drugstore was a favorite hangout.
For dummies.
Some of the kids drank Cokes, others read magazines, and they all talked. Talking's lots of fun, except sometimes when you talk about people. That's when the trouble starts.
I saw them together yesterday. Of course, I'm just telling you what I saw and heard, but, well, hell,
So she bitch slapped that girl and oh, hi.
Don't you and Mary forget the meeting in Mrs. Hoover's office tomorrow afternoon at 3:30.
3:30.
what meeting's this?
The pep club, Frida.
We've got to nominate people for next year's officers.
To take over the world.
Well, the
That's
names
nice.
will be posted on the bulletin board Thursday morning, Frida.
Oh, sure, but come on now, you must have some idea now who'll be...
No.
Yeah, zip it.
Everyone.
Bye, Mildred. Well, who does she think she is? Keeping it all to herself.
I'll find out her secret.
Is friend Jean your candidate for Pep Club president, Laura?
Well,
Laura's going to put up whoever's most qualified, Frida. Is Jean qualified, Laura? Is she?
Is she? Please tell me.
Okay, along with the rest of us. Well, wish I had a friend on the nominating committee.
Well, good luck with that.
Me, Frida. Well, like I was saying, I saw them together yesterday. Well, Tom said there wasn't any...
Wait, go back. What did Tom say?
Laura,
Can't you see I'm busy?
Laura, I've been thinking. Maybe for the next few days, while you're working on the nominating committee, well, maybe we shouldn't see each other quite so much.
I think we should see other people.
Frida Thompson will say.
Well, sometimes people like Frida Thompson can make a lot of people believe what she says.
She's a big fat liar.
Why, no one would dare say that you didn't deserve to be nominated for president. Why, you've worked harder than anyone in the club, and you're dependable, and you make good grades, and...
And you're just about the best friend a girl ever had.
Even though you fuck up sometimes.
Well, let's not give Frida a chance to do any talking.
If she does, execute her.
I sure hate to have to worry about what people will say.
So do I.
They'll kill us if we say something.
Sometimes, I guess. And Laura,
Uh-huh.
if anything ever should come up about one of us, let's ask right out. Get the facts. No jumping to conclusions.
Okay, but I'd never jump to conclusions about you. After all, you're my best friend.
I know. But sometimes people like Frida Thompson can cause an awful lot of trouble between two good friends like us.
Now, do we all understand Mrs. Hoover's instructions?
Punch the principal. Got it.
Each have a candidate to check on. We're to check with faculty members as to grade and personality qualifications,
And then we make a report on these things, bring the reports back, and draw up a final slate of the girls based on our findings. Can we go now?
I gotta take a piss. Oh,
Mary?
I don't think it's fair to ask Laura to check on Jean, since they're best friends and all.
best friends and all. Yeah.
Oh, yes, Mildred. I'm sure Laura will be objective about it. As objective as she can be. Well, how can
Duh.
we help it? We all know pretty well what Jean's qualifications will be. Well,
Duh.
I'm just saying I think it'll look funny for Laura to check on her best friend.
Bitch, I'll kick your ass.
Frida Thompson saying it.
What do you mean?
Okay, hold it. The assignments have been made, and that's that. Now, there's one more thing on Mrs. Hoover's instructions.
Then can we go?
Yes, then you can go.
Gee, that girl really wants to lead, doesn't she?
Remember, girls, we have to do a lot of talking about people in this office. Because of this fact, everything talked about in this office must stay in this office.
If you blab your mouth,
Okay.
you'll get the treatment.
That's it for now.
Okay, bye.
Hi, Frida.
Do you still go steady with Jim?
Why, yes.
Does your best friend go steady with him, too?
Wow, Jim made it to first base.
Look.
Oh, Frida, he's just taking her home.
Why isn't he waiting for you?
Well, I told him not to because of the meeting.
Well, when the cat's away, the mice will. Why isn't he waiting for you?
Let's not
A floating head!
always get the facts. Yes,
Dad, stop doing these close-up shots.
Pep Club President. Gee.
Hello, Mrs. Anderson.
Hi,
Hi,
Jean.
Laura.
Hi, Jean.
Here are the tests, all done. Would you like me to put them in the drawer for third hour?
No, just set them on top of the file. I'd like to check them over, please.
Well, thank you very much.
Mr. Summers would like to see you in the office when you're through here.
All right. Thank you. I'll see you both
Thanks
later.
again. Bye.
How she can make up so many different questions year after year, I'll never know.
It's because she's a teacher?
What can I do for you, cutie?
Let me do my man pose.
Class, aren't you?
Don't I look like it? I've been up most of the night studying for that quiz of hers.
Blah, 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 blah.
We have a few minutes now before class starts.
Mrs. Anderson handed back our test papers this morning. Our boy Larry here got an A.
So what?
Big deal. Anyone could get an A.
Mimeographed the test.
Jean Brownlee mimeographed him.
Helpful, wasn't she?
Shut up. Shouldn't jump to conclusions.
Big news, big news.
I'm going steady.
Notes in study hall. I know, teacher. Jim O'Donnell and Jean Brownlee. But I thought Jim was going steady with Laura. That's exactly what makes this big news.
Am I right?
Don't be silly. Exchanging notes doesn't mean a thing.
Well, I'm just telling you what I saw, and seeing's believing.
Not always.
Well, just yesterday after the meeting, then
You'll perish into flames.
Why didn't somebody tell me?
You were talking like a moron.
I think that Jean Brownlee doesn't deserve to be nominated for president.
Well, Laura, you're Jean's best friend, and you wouldn't be bringing in just plain gossip about her. But somehow it just doesn't seem like Jean to help people cheat on a quiz.
Oh, I don't know. She makes pretty high grades for someone who has so many outside activities.
What you talking about, lady?
That's why. Sure, she's smart, but she's also human.
A human being. Ha 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 ha.
School now.
Is that true? Have the rest of you heard about this?
Yes.
Rita Thompson saw Jean carrying test papers into Miss Anderson's room.
Oh, well,
What do you mean by, oh, well?
just that sometimes Frida sees more than there is to see.
Jean's best friend saw her with the test papers, too. Didn't you, Laura?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Larry Smith wasn't the only poor student to make an A on that test. There was Gene Miller and Frank Horton.
There was Johnny, Frank, Willie.
Getting a little messy. We probably ought to talk to Mrs. Hoover about it.
Why can't we take care of it?
We can do it, can't we, girls?
We all like Gene. But let's admit it, this thing's all over school. If we put Gene's name on the slate now, every girl in the pep club would be screaming about it.
And bitch about it.
I agree. And I move we drop Jean Brownlee's name from the slate.
How about Cynthia Smith?
Cynthia.
All right. You win. We'll put Cynthia's name on the ballot and scratch Jean's off. But don't forget what Mrs. Hoover said.
If you blabber your mouth, you'll get the treatment, or worse, the penalty.
And Jean will probably feel real bad that she's not on the ballot anyway, so let's not make it any worse. All right, now about the other officers.
Meanwhile, so Superman's weakness is kryptonite. I never knew that.
Hi. Say, thanks for helping me with this gift, Gene.
A swell gift from a swell
Hey,
pal.
what's the matter? Your name won't fade off. Cynthia Smith. Will I'll be.
A son of a bitch.
Oh, look, Gene, it's only an office. Why, 20 years from today, you won't even remember it.
Little does he know, she'll live a life of despair.
Because it's my best friend's birthday. See you later, Jim.
Bye.
Golly, Jean, I'm sorry about your not getting on the pep club slate.
Everyone who's up there will do a fine job, I'm sure.
Now, if you excuse me.
Jean, there's something I want to tell you, for your own good. Now, I can't tell you who told me, but, well, I know why you didn't get on the pep club.
What?
You see, when Laura came into the meeting the other day, it came up about that cheating on the tests in Miss Anderson's room, and, well...
Join me, and together we'll rule the school.
...that afternoon.
I don't understand. It's not true. None of it's true.
It's impossible!
Do a thing like that? Why didn't you come and ask me about it?
I thought we were the
We
Goonies.
weren't supposed to talk about it outside the meeting. You weren't. I don't understand. I thought we were always going to get the facts before we jumped to conclusions. I thought I had the facts. But you didn't. You didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
It really is. No, I'm not. It's a big lie. You can live it down. Why? Why do I have to live it down? Why do I have to live down a big lie? Laura, who started it? Tell me, who started it?
If you tell me, we'll go out for ice cream.
Why?
She's still upset about that pep club deal?
I guess.
Women.
Can't live without them.
Well. Say, happy birthday.
And Merry Christmas.
Here, take it.
Why, thank you, Jim, but I thought you'd forgotten.
Why should I forget?
I don't... Oh, Jim. A friendship bracelet.
I thought you wanted to be my
How did you know
boyfriend.
I wanted one?
Your best friend told me.
Oh?
Yeah, boy, that Jean's a swell gal. You know how I hate to shop for things for girls. The clerks look at you so funny and everything. Well, Jean did all the shopping while I drove her around.
Around in
for me
circles.
last night. No, you know what else she did? She heard about Mrs. Anderson leaving next year, and she and Larry Smith and some of the other kids are arranging a farewell party for her. And and did you hear the lowdown on the good grades in Mrs. Anderson's third-hour class? Seems Tom Gunnison found a copy of the test in the mimeograph room and started circulating it.
Oh my God, what have I done?
Hey, what's wrong with you? Look, if that was a dirty deal about Jean's not getting on the pep ballot, just tell me. Laura, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Go away.
You're on your own, kid.
No, nothing was wrong. Except that everything was wrong. Can Laura do anything to help Jean now that she's sorted the facts from the gossip?
If only I could burn Frida
The
alive.
difference between fact and gossip. What do you think?
As always, we lead to viewers like you to solve our problems. Please submit part 2 to Young America Films. If you see someone talking smack about you, kick him in the nards.